Nate Marchand, Personal Journal. After enduring more verbal flack than one of Gordon Ramsay's trainees, I went back to the KIJU studio to clear my head. WHG3 has his pub, I have the radio station. Feeling a bit guilty, I sat in Jimmy's producer booth. After a few minutes of mulling over agreeing to sneak into the most secure facility on the island, I tapped some buttons and clicked the mouse without thinking. Luckily, randomly, providentially, whatever you may say, it brought up a folder on Jimmy's computer called Monster Island Gatekeepers Podcast. Inside were 2 audio files. But I didn't remember there being a second episode. Not only that, it was dated April 1st, 2022. Last I checked, I wasn't a cat, so I double-clicked it.
Hello and welcome to the Monster Island Gatekeepers podcast. I am your host, William H. George III, the former envoy to the Monster Island Board of Directors. And here with me is a gentleman that needs no introduction, but will probably require an introduction. What the hell is your name?
Is this thing on?
Oh, hell,
Hello there.
It's the janitor. The janitor. We'll call him
Is this
Bill.
thing on? Can you hear me? I'm talking as loud as my old lungs will carry me voice. Can you hear me? How the hell does this thing work?
Mr. Janitor, you have to lean into the microphone. You have to
Like
lean into
this?
it.
Is that where you are?
No, it's too loud. It's too bloody loud.
I'm very sorry. You gotta understand, I'm not used to this sort of thing. I'm usually mopping floors, and that's actually what I was doing, and where I was doing it when you found me a few minutes ago. Now, I actually don't even know who you are, sir. Probably shouldn't have let you in. You wanna try to tell me who you are? Maybe the listeners too.
Well, I just told you, I'm WHG3. I'm William H. George III, the special envoy to the Monster Island Board of Directors.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so earlier, Sonny?
Well, I walked in, I was having kind of a rough day, and walking by the recording studio, and decided I would stop in and record a podcast, because we did this last year, and why not do it again this year?
That's pretty cool, but that's what the kids say anyway. But I tell you what, before we go any further with this here thing here, I do have a question for you. Who are you, and what are you doing here? Mind telling me your name, or?
Oh, bugger. Oh, good lord.
Is there
Okay,
a
anyway.
Did you say something about a bug? Is there a bug in there with you? I've got a fly swatter in my back pocket if you want to use it.
Never mind. It's fine. We're just
All
going
right,
to move
whatever you
on
say.
we're just going to move on to today's topic, if you don't mind.
Well,
So-
we do topics on this here show. I know that Nathan feller does topics, but we're
Yes,
gonna do a topic, whatever your name is.
This is not the same show. This is a better show. This is the Monster Island Gatekeepers podcast. This is not the same. This is not the same half-wit show that Mr. Marchand puts on.
I didn't know we did 2 different ones. Does that mean I should be getting paid by 2 different people? I should probably talk to my bosses about that. Maybe I'll just go see him now. Wait, no. You told me not to leave the room, so I can't talk to him now, right?
Exactly. You cannot
All
leave
right.
the room until we are finished.
All right, I'll keep that in mind as we keep recording. Carry on, son. I'll just sit here and, you said, what the hell did you say I want? Producer? What the heck's a producer? Do I push
Yes.
buttons? What's
Yes.
this in here do?
Stop it! Stop it!
Fine, whatever. What's this button here do? This one looks like a fun one.
I
Boy,
told
what's
you not to press that button. Oh my!
Oh, I like that
Good
sound.
Lord.
That's a funny one. It's a good sound. I'm going to push it again. Just indulge me 1 second here. Push. Oh, that's good. Why aren't you laughing, mister? What the hell's your name again?
William H. George the Third.
William H. George the Third. Now, there's no need for foul language, Sonny. I heard you the first time you said it. So, anyway, you said you had something about a topic, Phil? Keep going. I'm listening.
Thank you. Let me compose myself. Listeners, thank you for being patient with my unseasoned, we'll say, or overly seasoned co-host.
My favorite season is winter.
Oh, you can do this. You can do this. Your therapist was correct. You can do this. So today's topic, we are going to be discussing why loving the MonsterVerse actually makes you a good fan. And why, if you hate the MonsterVerse, you are actually a really terrible fan. Specifically, we are going to be focusing on the 2021 film Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yeah, I think I actually saw that one. That's the one where that's the one with Fay Ray in it.
Oh, no, bloody hell! No, it's not the one. It's the one where Godzilla fought King Kong. And yes, it is King Kong. I don't care what anyone says. It is King Kong.
Pretty sure that's been talked about already. It's the one with all the purple and the hole gets blown in the city and there was a little girl with a monkey doll. Is that a right one? Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Actually, yes, it is. It's the exact one you're thinking of, sir.
Ah, see, I know how to do things sometimes. I have a lot of time to sit and think about the movies I love while I'm mopping floors and scrubbing toilets. My goodness, the toilets around here, let me tell you. Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted you. You go on ahead.
Well, oh Lord, this episode is going quickly down the toilet as we speak.
You know, I clean toilets for a living around here.
As I was saying, we're going to discuss why, if you are not a fan of the MonsterVerse, you are a terrible fan in general. So, Mr. Janitor person, Mr. Janitor person, please tell the listeners, what is your experience with the MonsterVerse?
Well, let me see here. I suppose it all started the day that, well, I happened to be wandering around here. I'd just come out of a particularly bad incident in one of the hallways. I won't get too graphic in case the chillins are listening, but it did involve a lot of sawdust. I love sawdust, but not in this context. So, I was wandering around and I happened to hear the voice of Mr. Nathan, and he was piped through like he does. It comes all through the walls and everything. I don't know how it works, but it was coming through, and he was talking about, big old monkeys and the little girl with the doll and the hole getting blown in the world, and there was a big axe, and gosh, I think there's some in there about a Japanese feller who controlled a robot. Is that right?
It is actually surprisingly correct. You picked up on that fairly well.
Yeah, so I thought you said that was Godzilla versus Kong, and now you're telling me it's called the MonsterVerse? How does that work?
No. It is Godzilla versus Kong, but which is part of the MonsterVerse.
Dear God, there's more than one movie like that. I should watch the other ones.
Yes, there's a lot of them. There's several of them right now. Yes.
Wow, there's like a baker's dozen or something.
No, it's not a bake. Oh, God, bloody hell. So, moving on to the next part of the conversation, we are going to discuss how Godzilla vs. Kong actually saved cinema here around the world, and how it deserves to be on the same pedestal as, say, classics like Godzilla from 1954, or King Kong from 1933. Those epic tomes of films that are revered as the upper echelon of kaiju cinema. And I believe that if you do not think that Godzilla vs. Kong deserves to be in that top spot, you are indeed not a true fan.
Them's fighting words, son. You want to back that up for the listeners?
I am going to back it up, but before I back it up, I want to say a word from our sponsors. Today's sponsors are antidepressants, which is what I'm currently on. and they've helped me through this very troubling time in my life. You know, being fired from the board, and I don't know, excuse me, I'm getting a little bit misty-eyed. It's rather hot in here. I think it's sweat. Being fired from the board was one of the hardest experiences of my life. Oh, bloody hell, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't bloody do it anymore. I can't do it. Old Janitor, man, I can't do it anymore. I can't carry on and do this anymore. It's just too bloody painful. I can't do it. Why the am I even here to begin with? I've had a... Oh boy. All 5 of my ex-wives left me, and I lost my job, the only job that actually gave a about me. I don't know what I'm actually doing here. So when I walked by the studio, I just wanted to record a podcast is all I wanted to do. I wanted to distract myself from the horrors of what's going on in my life. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore.
Football practice.
Are you sleeping? What are you doing?
What are you doing in Nate's studio? Who are you?
Oh, God, have mercy on me. Oh, God, have mercy on my soul. Oh, well, let me compose. I'll edit this later.
My favorite composer's John Williams. I remember him from the Boston Pops days.
The Boston what? What are you
Boston
talking about?
Ah, you youngins and your dang Nintendos and your my gosh, I can't even with you. Why am I even in here right now?
Because I asked you to be. You're my co-host. You're my co-host for the Monster Island Gatekeepers podcast. Come on, stay on track now.
You know, a gentleman would have introduced himself and told me his name before kidnapping me.
For the 11,000th time, I am WHG3, better known as William H. King George III. Will you pay attention to me, you geriatric old man?
So it's Phil the second? Is that what you said? I'm a bit hard of hearing on this side. Well, actually, both sides, really.
Oh, bloody hell. Can you please press the red button? Press the red button beside you.
All right, pushing the green button. Here we go.
No, not the...
I can't get enough of that sound. It's so funny.
Press the red button.
Press the... Wait a minute.
The red button.
No. I've seen Men in Black. This is a trick. You're not supposed to push the red button.
Press the bloody red button.
There's no reason to raise your voice, son. I'm pushing the button. Here we go. Pushing 3, 2, 1, push.
You just took us off the air, you idiot.
Air?
You just took us off the air. We're still bloody recording, but you took us off the air.
I had Jell-O today.
Oh, I can't do this. Oh, why am I even messing with this old man? Oh, boy. If I wasn't so desperate for attention, I'd just going off myself. Oh, but I tell you what, I'll show them. I'll show every last one of them nasty little board members, that white-headed ninny Mockins. I'll show him an evil little bugger he is. I don't care. Maybe Nate's right about the whole damn thing. They should just put the whole lot of them under the bloody island and lock away the bloody key. I wish I could find somebody to put this group of ninny Moggins out of their misery. Oh, well, that actually felt good to get out, actually. Okay, I feel better. I'm sobering out now. I'm having a little moment of clarity. Oh, I got it. Holy crap, I got it. Holy I'll start a pub. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll start a pub, not because I'm an alcoholic, no. I'll start a pub because I'll make it the most successful place on the bloody island, and I'll show all those mother what for. I tell you what. And then maybe one day I'll get my revenge, because they're all a bunch of evil little bastards.
I'm sorry. I think I might have dozed off there. What were you saying? I'm just fooling with you this time. You should see the look on your face. You thought I wasn't paying attention, Phil. Well, guess what? I've been listening this whole time. I still don't know why the hell you're here, but, it's been nice. And sounds like you actually made some progress here today. You got some of your demons out, and you hijacked a studio. You said some very, very colorful things. I didn't even know some of those words were still in vogue, but nevertheless, I heard them. They're here. You blasted them out, and well, I'm actually kind of happy for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you putting up with me for this impromptu episode. It was a little bit of a cluster, but it is what it is.
Sure as well it is. Speaking of podcasts and floors that need to be mopped, are we about done with this here podcast so I can mop the floors?
Are we still recording? I know you took us off the air, but are we still actually recording?
I think we might be. I suppose I should probably be the one to take us off here. What the hell is this button here? I hadn't pushed this one yet.
Oh boy. I'm going to have one hell of a time editing this in post.
At least I don't have to do it. I don't even know what editing and post means. I'm not paid to know.
I know. Anyway, you're paid to scoop is what you're doing.
I haven't had to scoop any of that today. Thank goodness. Let me tell you, I actually need to write in and get some more sawdust for that. Don't have enough. Running out. I'm getting tired of mulching the trees myself. My back ain't what it used to be, you know.
All right. Well, I tell you what. You go about your business. I'll lock up. It's just me and you here now. You go and you go back home to your family. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Dear God, it is. I had no idea. How long we been in here recording? Like 4 hours?
It's been a long time. It's been a long time. It feels like forever.
That it has, son, that it has. Well, I'm going to head off here and get to scooping some clumps and some weird corners of this place, but I just want you to know again that I'm happy for your personal growth you had here today, and, well, I feel like I might regret this on account of the whole you yelling loud and kidnapping me and everything, but I'd do this again with you.
I might take you up on it. I don't... Look, if there's anyone here on this island I can trust, it's you, Mr. Janitor Man, that I don't know the actual name of.
Well, I appreciate that, Phil. I appreciate that a lot.
It's not Phil. It's not Phil.
What the hell is it? You probably should have led with your name.
Just get out. Just get the out of here, please. Just
Fine,
go.
You don't have to get all huffy with me, son. I'm missing my Matlock Marathon anyway. All right, where the hell's my There's my mop. All right, I'm heading out. You have a good day now. You have a good day.
You too. All right. Oh boy.
Lock it up now. Lock it up. Where'd I put my key? There we go. Got my key. Lock it up. See you later.
All right. Now let's make sure if that senile old idiot actually stopped recording. Oh, he didn't. Of course not. He didn't even stop the bloody recording. Good lord. How the hell does Nate Marchand operate this thing? Okay. Is it this button? Or is it... Oh, no, it's not that button.
Thank you for listening to the...
It's not that button. Scared the out of me, it did. Or maybe it's this button. Oh, good lord. That's a good song, then.
Some of us are trying to map. Dear
Sorry.
sweet God.
Sorry. Okay.
Don't let it happen again.
All right, fine. Okay, fine. I think I found the right button. What was that? I thought I was the only one in here. Why is it light? Why is it light on in the back? Why is the light on in the green room? Good lord. I bloody oh god.
Just as satisfying the second time. Now don't let me catch you in here again.
Nate Marchand, personal journal continued. Oh yeah, I think Jimmy mentioned this episode in passing to me once, and I heard rumors about a pirate radio show that came and went one night. Maybe WHG3 isn't so bad after all. Oh, who am I kidding? End journal entry. Thank you for listening to the Monster Island Film Vault, a podcast produced and hosted by Nate Marchand. If you want to join the discussion and be heard on the show, we'd love to hear from you. So email us at feedback@monsterislandfilmvault.com. Our website is monsterislandfilmvault.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Monster Island Film Vault, and on Twitter, where our handle is at the Monster Isla 1. You can subscribe to us on YouTube, Spotify, and TikTok. Follow Jimmy from NASA on Twitter at NASAJimmy, and our many other colorful characters using the links in the show notes. The podcast logo was created by Tyler Souls from TylerDrawsComics.com. Our theme song is Wanderer on the Offensive, live edit by B33J, Sarax, Juan Madrono, and Nonsensical Lexus, which is a remix of Counterattack Battle with the Colossus and The Opened Way Battle with the Colossus by Kootani from the video game Shadow of the Colossus. All film and audio clips belong to their respective copyright holders and no infringement is intended or implied. Please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and or Podchaser to spread the word about the show. You can also support us by joining MIFV MAX on Patreon. The Monster Island Film Vault is a Moonlighting Ninjas media production. Sayonara!
Here we go. And let's set you down right there. There we go. You'll wake up with one heck of a hangover and a little bit of something extra courtesy of Kirk Fu. But you'll be all right back here. I don't think the place opens for a few more hours, and it's not that cold. You'll be fine. Toodaloo, Mr. Big Willie 3.
Why the does my head hurt so much? I don't know if that podcast is worth it, but it sure is a whole hell of a lot of fun while it lasted. Alright, time for another drink, I guess. Yes, that's a good idea. Yes, quite. Yes, quite.